Hi guys, David here from Celtic Barks. Just a quick video while I'm out doing a little bit of training with our Helga. So hope everyone at Team Staffy is doing good and your training is coming on, getting any training wins this week. And just a quick one in regards to the term Team Staffy. That is just the term I use for anyone who's in our community group on Facebook, which is Staffy Training Help Group. Feel free to come over and join. And basically anyone that owns a Staffy and part of the unique team, whether you're in our group or not. So the reason for this video is, which is quite pertinent in what I'm seeing in a lot of posts in and out of our group, and that would be owners or people with dogs, doesn't have to be the actual owner, dog walkers, who are part of the It's Okay It's Friendly crew. We've all probably met one at least in our lifetime. I don't know what Helga's doing, she's having a nose. And we've just come across another one while I'm down here trying to train Helga on a line, on a lead, using both. Still let them run over. So this video is just a quick one in what you can do should that happen. Okay, so the first and foremost is lead walking your dog. So if your dog's on the lead, your dog wants to be by your side. Their shoulders want to be in line with your leg, not any further forward. So lead walking is massively important, albeit people don't make the association, but it is massively important to having control over your dog. Just that couple of paces ahead changes the dynamic considerably, especially when it comes to reactivity. If you've got a reactive dog or a dog that's fearful and anxious of other dogs, letting them be that little bit further forward instantly says to them, I'm not there to protect you, you need to do your own thing, which is often why we get reactivity, because they have the fight or flight option, and they can't flight because you've got them on a lead. So the option is to fight because you're not there to protect them. So they should be next to you, shoulders in line with your leg. You can then step in front of that dog to cause a barrier between the dog that's running over and your dog, instantly making your dog feel more protected, less likely for them to react. Okay, the next thing you do is make noise. Dogs will run over, startle them, shout, scream, shout. Sit is the best one because every dog tends to know sit, so you can try sit. The other thing we can try, and I'm making a disclaimer now that this does not work for every dog, so don't come at me with pitchforks and God knows what if it doesn't work for your dog. Okay, so you can buy a thing on Amazon called a pet corrector, and it's basically a can of compressed air. Okay, the design of that tool is to startle the dog. Obviously you're going to have your dog with you, so what I would suggest, and it has worked for customers previously, hasn't worked for others, but it's always worth a try if you want to, buy a couple of cans of pet corrector in the house with your dog on their own. Spray that pet corrector. Initially they're going to react, but you need to bring them down a level. Don't make a fuss, just give them a treat and get them used to that, just like you would anything else. If you were clicker training, it would be the same thing. You're positively enforcing the sound of that air can. If the dog takes to it and they become comfortable with it, they will then look into you when you use that spray outside as a positive. So they should look in for a treat basically, because you've positively charged that can of air. What you can also then do is, by spraying it when a dog runs over, unless you get the very, very small minority who have already trained their dog to be comfortable around the compressed air, it's going to startle the other dog. So he should have a positive and negative reaction at the same time. Your dog should hear that sound, and providing you positively charged it, they should be looking in for a treat and not be startled by it, which is why it's so important to positively charge that can first before you use it. If your dog isn't taking to it and you can't get them past that phase of it being a startle, then don't use it, because you don't need two dogs being startled together. But that is just a quick one you can use. Dog runs over, step in front, quick blast of air, and with any joy that dog will be startled enough to either delay its reaction or for long enough to get the owner to grab it, or it can run away. So that's just a little bit from me, guys, what you can do. We're never going to stop the problem. It's always going to be a problem, and especially with Staffy and bully owners, it doesn't matter what dog runs over to ours, what damage they do to ours, we are always going to be the offending dog, as we've all come to learn. So we just need to take those extra steps to protect our doggies to make sure that that doesn't happen. This is probably the most well-behaved she's ever been. But anyway, guys, stay safe, keep your doggies safe. If you've got any questions or queries, get in touch. And if you haven't already, come over and join Staffy Training Help on Facebook. We're building a lovely community. It's growing fast. We've always got content in there. We've got free courses on how to be a good staffy parent. We've got training packages coming out on lead walking, reactivity, how to train your clicker, puppy portals, a lot. It's all coming out, guys. You need to be in there to get it. Group Zooms, a lot. So I hope to speak to you all soon, and have a good week. Ta-ra, guys.